Right, hopefully we're back. He says. There we are. Don't ask me. Well, up gave way, and then didn't want to recognise my phone, so that was a bit weird. Anyway, we're back. So I'm just back on the bomb for a second. I was just doing that as a quick stopgap, and I think I'm gonna. I don't know. I think I'm gonna chuck the waggler out again for a little bit. Yeah. Just a little update. We've just gone half past once. We're just halfway through the match. I've got one carp currently, about £8, and I'm starting to fish on the pole line, and I'm just a bit cautious. I've got a young family of geese behind me. I don't want to leave bait on any hooks or anything that's going to cause me some trouble, so just making sure that everything's cleared off of there, and then we'll get back to the fishing. So yeah, I think that waggler's going out again for a little bit. Just see if I can snag a fish or two. It's just very tricky. I think Ashley and I were discussing the fish are up in the water, and if we could see if I can snag a fish. That's the wind's a little bit up again. Back to this. Need to work hard, I think. I wondered if I was saying that maybe that they're showing off of my waggler. It's making too much of a splash. Maybe I should go back to the bomb. not a bream. It's not a bream, is it? Only 13 bottom. It's like, oh. I might be visiting you. I think it's through you. Thanks, Ash. It's still not your fish. Nice, well through your peg. Do not hook that fish. That is not for you to hook. That is not your fish to hook. Stop trying to spook it. There's you feed on top of my fish. I'm playing this fish in your peg for that. I've got witnesses to what's going on here. Just going to play it in your peg for that, just for a bit.
Braid on everything, pole rig.
You can't fish braid on a pole rig. A baby little carp as well. It's a baby little carp as well. It's not bream, is it? Hi Austin. Right, what do I do now? What do I do now? Keep on this rig. If I have one more, I'll gear it up. Alright, that's what we do. One more and I'll step it up. Just like today, that was double dead maggot. And I'm not changing the rig out of principle. And unless I get another one. Although I don't really ever remember where I've fed a pole line and had a carp and then had a bream afterwards. I don't know that's ever happened. Hey? In fact, have I ever had it where I've had a carp and then a bream? I don't think I have. Hi Steve, hi Anthony. Yeah, my hub let me down. Right, I've got some 015s. There's a 4-inch. Right, so we have okay, 017. I need to tie my hook length. Right, let's chuck the bomb out quickly. They'll just organise it here, aren't I? Kaizen size 14. And apply that to um, 017 to 015 on it. That'll be right. Still catching down that edge?
Yeah.
Where are you fishing? Long into the next peg?
Towards you.
Oh, are you?
No.
I was going to be surprised. Well, you did it on camera, so well done. I tell you what, I'll make a little bit of video of your best moments. That's what I'll do. Ashley's best moments on stream today. So I normally fish I would have fished a 3-inch hook length. I've got Kaizen made up to 3 inches, but it's really deep in the peg. So this morning when I was plumbing up, because of the wind, I put a 4-inch hook length on. So now I've got to retie a hook length to make it work. So I'll change this to a 015 Kaizen, and I'm going to switch the rig from the white hydro to the grey kit that I've got that I set up for flicking. I said the cart would come if I refed that pole line, didn't I? I'm just going to quickly refeed it again. I'm still going to fish dead mega, but just going to put some more bait on there. Scaling down? I don't ever scale down. Not here. Scale up, Simon. That's the only thing you'll ever see me do at Gold Valley. So I was at my bream rig was an 017 to an 013 to a size 18 SLWG. So that bream rig on a white hydro. That bream rig is now 017 to 015 size 14 Kaizen on a grey hydro. Because I don't ever recall a time where I've been fishing for bream, had a carp, and then had bream turn up. I don't think that's ever happened. Not that I can recall anyway. So quick look down this right hand side. Is that stream cut out again? Lagging, isn't it? Right. Just give it a couple of minutes down here. If there's a carp, it'll go. You watch, because I've scaled up that pole line about going to Cabroom now. You notice I'm fishing away from the bank. The reason for that is there's a lot of boulders in the edge on this right hand side. I can't get a good clean spot to get a bite, so if I come tight to the right, I'm just encouraging liners. It's catching roach to my right, I think, in the pole. I expected a carp bite before then, so let's get back out on that long pole line, I think. Back us up a little bit. Well, 5 dead maggots on there. I don't know why that signal's cutting out. It shouldn't do. I switched to a hub instead of using my phone. You know, instead of using the hotspot, I switched to a wireless hub, but it's not it's no more robust than the phone was. So I will see if I can get a different hub. That was a bite. It's not even easy for fishing the pole because of that wind. I hope drawing in the wind just, you know, stays with me for the next couple of weeks. You know, I'd be loving to, you know, if the wind is blowing at Tunnel Barn Farm, then, you know, those fish do follow the wind. So if I can keep drawing in the wind for another couple of weeks, that'd be great. Actually, I think you're spooking my bream with all of that flicking around. Can you? Has he? What peg's he on? Oh, is he? 115? They're just living there currently, aren't they? Right, come on, carp. Yeah. Come on, fish, come on. Right, there's 5 more minutes. And I think I'm going to feed it again and just go and fish the bomb for a bit. Just trying to think what I put out. I had 2 pots and some dead maggot. that wind has decided to get rather awkward. It's changed direction. Instead of blowing in my face, it's now blowing from my right to my left. It's making presenting that on the pole line a little bit tricky. Go on, go under. You're bagging up, Ashley. And what I'll do is I'll come off this. I think there's enough bait there. And I'll go back on the bomb and then before I come on it, I think I'll just put another little tiny ball of ground bait in. There's some more dead maggots. I think that's how I'm going to fish it. Set up a bit late, isn't he? Yeah. I'm gonna sit in the caf for 3 hours. I suspect someone's got lost going out. Is he? Wow, that is not going under. Regardless of how much I'm wishing it to right now, isn't it? We'll come back to that. No, Gavin, unfortunately not. I've had one little carp on the pole line that's forced me to change my pole rig. I don't think that the bream will follow carp. So I'm back out on the bomb. Geese, you can't come in there. Geese, where are you going? No, don't go under here. Don't go under here, because that's where I dropped that line from earlier. Come on, Mama, control your children. Yeah, you're alright, you're alright. What is your kids up here for? Go on, go out this way. Go around that to the next peg. Next peg. Next peg. A family of geese turn up. Mum and Dad are standing there. 4 kids have jumped straight up on the platform. And they've gone up through my gear behind, and then Mum and Dad are all stressing out about them. Well, I don't know what we're going to do here. We'll give it another 5 minutes and then I'll have another look on that pole line. Ashley's catching a few fish down his edge to his left next door. But I don't think he's catching a lot. He's back out on the waggler. I'm back out on the bomb. It does fly, that waggler, doesn't it?
You alright?
It does fly, that waggler.
Yeah, I just wish we're on the other side. I wish I was on the other side. Really do.
What's that, Maurice? Tries to bite him off. Alright, back out on the pole, mate. I'm clearly struggling on this venue currently. The things that I would expect to catch on, I'm not. I'm sitting here with a pole in my hand, and in previous years I wouldn't even have got it out of the bag. Yeah, only for maybe the edge, but yeah, that was it. Now I'm trying to get a bite. It's very difficult. I know the lake's been fishing hard and the fish are grouping up a little bit, and there's been, you know, people trying to work out why. Is it the water clarity? Is it because there's some zebra mussels in the lake? You know, this, that and the other. The fish are a bit spooky during the day and then eating at night. And there's all sorts of discussions, but at the end of the day it's still a lake and it's still full of fish. But I'm just struggling to catch, but I'm not seeing a load of fish getting caught around me. Ashley said some tea, you know, probably, you know, Ashley said that my uncle caught a load on 117. Well, that was where the fish were the other day. Are they just all sort of sitting up there? I don't know. Tricky. Can't have 2 fish in 3 hours. It's terrible. There must be a way. Maybe I need to do a little bit more shallow fishing for the carp, now that they're up in the water. I'm slightly resisting it, I think. I'm hoping to come back over this pole line and catch some carp and not a bite. Not a bite. That van never came back, did it, Ashley?
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Oh, did it? My pole goes crunch in a minute. I would question just how, you know, what's in front of us, you know. We've chucked that waggler a lot. Yeah. No good, Neil. 2 carp. One about £8, one about £4. So not too good, mate. Not too good. I fed for bream and then didn't get any bites. Another carp on the pole line. I'm still chucking some bait down. But yeah, tricky. I've chucked the waggler around, not caught. There's some fish up in the water. Oh, whose peg's solid, Ashley? And
That's about a fill on your pellet, deciding to come in my peg from the lap.
yeah. So we're fishing. Ashley and I can fishing a bit different. He's caught some fish down the edge, but I think he's had one on the waggler, and he's fished the waggler a lot, and he's turned his rig over a lot. He's not catching doing that. I'm fishing ground bait maggots and the waggler at the bottom, and I'm not catching doing that really. So we're both scratching our heads, but the consensus is there's fish up in the water to be caught, but we can't see them because we've got white water and a ripple, and Ashley's just saying that's why that other bank is so good at the moment, because the ripple's not on it and you can see the fish, so you're able to just, there's a line of that, you're able to just drop it in front of their faces. They're saying they don't want to come to the bait, which explains why I'm not catching much on the waggler. So tricky. Anyway, got the stream back up, so that sorted that out. And yeah, just I'll fish this out, but yeah, he's got another fish marking. I think it's on the bomb this time. Is that on the bomb he's caught that fish? Mark Goddard on peg 17. I've only got an hour and 20 minutes left. These fish that would have traditionally gone down on this bomb line, they're not getting on it. They're not getting on it. Still, we're out fishing. Not sure I'll make a good video out of it though. Yeah, he's definitely dobbing the mini. Just watching Mark Goddard on that far bank. You see him standing up. He's got 14 and a half, 16. Is that 14 and a half or 6? One of the two. 14 and a half or 16 metres of pole in his hand. And he's dobbing the fish. Peg 117. I don't see a lot else being caught.
No, I'm so fed up with not having to be basically more than that.
Oh, it was nice and sunny earlier. It's getting a bit windy now. Right, this bomb doesn't seem to want to play. I'm going to feed that right hand edge in a minute, and then go back out on the pole. Well, I'll feed the pole line. Feed the right hand edge and then go back out on the pole long. bits. Right, get back on the pole. It's going to move the, you might lose you all, I'm going to move the phone around this right hand side so I can see. No, I'm not. Bought a duff cable with me today for the phone. It needs to charge, really, where it is. Right, come on. Now I've got an hour. Let's have an hour's amazing fishing on the pole. Catching carp. I've been running an amazing hour on the pole catching carp. What am I doing? I don't know what else to do to try and get a bite. I don't want to come to the bottom line. I don't want to come to the pellet waggler. Will they come to some ground bait and dead maggot? And then ground bait and corn down the edge, I don't know. So, got about an hour to go. I'm just sitting on 12 pound, which consists of 2 carp. I've been trying to catch on the bomb and trying to catch on the method to no avail. Huh? Yeah, I know. So, Ash is just saying to me that Mark's got another one. He's getting on a fish every few chucks. It's like they've all come to sit in this peg. But so yeah, so I've tried I'm trying on the pole. I fed for bream, had a carp. I stepped up the rig. I've had one bite since. No other indications, but I have the sort of feeling the fish are going to come, but they're going to come on it later when everyone pulls their nets out and stuff like that. Just trying to, have a look around, see what else is being caught, but I don't see fish being caught. I've actually had a few fish down his edge, F1s, but that's it. Oh, that's perfect. Just go under, please float. So a skimmer on that red hydro. Is it? Uh-huh. So it's at this time of the day when I would say, thanks for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed it. I haven't really caught a lot, but anyway, maybe you enjoyed it anyway. And also, that's all cool. If you are subscribed, then thank you very much. I appreciate your continued support. And at some point, I'm going to catch some fish in this lake. I just don't know when it's going to be. It's June. I'm fishing the pole on Syndicate Lake, on the deck, trying to get a bite. It just feels wrong. It's because I'm trying to hook another carp. That's what it is, because of that one earlier. But as I said then, I've never fed a pole line in the Syndicate Lake before and caught a carp and then caught anything else afterwards. It's always just them being carp. But It just seems to be carp, as in singular. I've done all the things I would do to try and trigger another carp bite. Refeed it, lifting and dropping. I can't get a bite. I don't know what this is. This is about 5-6 matches in a row where I've fished Syndicate Lake and struggled. Today I've struggled, Fish Show I struggled, 101 I struggled, 2 times or 3 times in the winter on a maggot feeder I struggled. I think across 6 matches I've not caught 10 fish. As I was saying earlier, maybe I'm just fishing it all wrong. Maybe my waggler's too heavy. My edge line's not in the right place. I don't, you know. It is making me wonder. I've been really successful on Syndicate Lake in the past as well. Far back Syndicate, fishing the bomb, lovely. Get me over here, but the fish seems to have different views these days. I must have done too much river fishing in the last 2 years. Maybe the lake's got upset with me. Maybe it's that. That's a bite. It's not a bream. Let's come off. Oh. I don't know, float came up like it had pulled, like maybe it had lifted my dropper, but I think more a case it's just swum into the rig. Just can't work out what to do to get a bite, Ashley. Yeah, but why are they not on the bomb? Is that attached to your rig, that fish?
What?
Is that fish attached to your rig? That fish lumping in your peg? Have you got that on?
You got a rig on it?
No, I was saying, have you hooked it?
No, I didn't see it.
Just by this tree between us.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, yeah. Right, well. I'll go out there, is it? What to do, eh, chat? I think it's I think maybe Ashley's right. They just, for some reason, don't want to get the reds down on the bottom. Which I've known before in this lake, but not this time of year. Just look down this right hand edge. Although with them not being on the bottom out there, I don't think they're going to be interested in down here. Well, that might have been an indication. What's going on here? What's going on there? It does slope away. I thought I'd put it in the right place, but maybe it's not. If a carp gets it. Foul at that carp. That's what that was for sure. Float went under and then popped back up, and that's where my ancient reactions decided to strike. No foul at it. Come on, just bury the float. What was wrong with that, eh? What was wrong with that? Probably one of those big mouth roaches. It's got that double corn in its mouth. Shorten that rig. We've got 45 minutes left. A bit of a miracle, eh? Come on. I don't believe that was the only fish. I don't believe it's eating all the bait, so just trying to resist feeding again for a second. That was half a bite. So quick it was just clearly sucked in and blown out again. I'm sure that's what causes that. Or it was a fin. There's a fish there though. I'm assuming it's a carp. So, fingers crossed it's going to have another go straight away. Come on. You can hear me fish. This gives me some confidence that fishing this edge here was the right thing to do. Just another little indication. It's only a fish hitting the rig. It's the difficulty when you fish out from the bank like this. You know, you're a lot more prone to fish getting, you know, all around the rig and hitting it with fins and stuff. So you've got to make sure you wait for a nice clean bite. Otherwise you're going to be foul looking fish and then it's a disaster. If I can't get another bite quickly, I'm going to have to put some more bait in. Yeah, I've bumped one, but just a little bit of bait. I'm gonna get straight over it. I obviously put that on a tiny. Either there's a rock there that I never saw, or it's on a little bit more of a slope than I thought it was. And now I've put that rig straight down. It won't settle properly. I think because the corn's on the bottom. Whereas if I just go slightly to the left, that corn weights it down just a little bit more. It shouldn't be too problem. If a carp grabs it and goes, then they'll drag the whole lot under anyway, but it's clearly just that little difference. And I've not seen that when I plumbed it up. And I thought I was really careful today. I want that over where I've just put that bait. The only problem is where I bit that number 8 off, that's all that's causing this. Come on fish, see it, grab it. how you want the edge to be. You want to go down the edge, you want to get a bite straight away. You don't have to wait like this. Although I don't think I've got any much hope of going out there either, so. Oh, there's a small fish. That's where the flow went dink dink. Some bubbles come up. Didn't look like a carp bite to me. No, just chatting away to myself. It didn't. I had a bite, but it didn't look like a carp bite. So it went dink dink. Looked more like an F1 had grabbed it. He's struggling to get that double corn in his mouth. I think it was just an F1. There's not a lot of carp down there, that's for sure, because it would have gone by now. No, that's down in 120. Come on, carp. Just gonna unplug the phone. See what you said. What you're saying. No, it's awful, Simon. Scratching for a bite. Carp. You know, what would I want? I want the carp coming in there in 2s and 3s, feed the bait, go over it, wait 10 seconds, float goes under, bosh. What have I got? I've got probably one carp coming, and that's the problem. So it's just mooching about, not competing with anything. It's bumped into the rig. You know, it's just not quite right. And maybe I should go and sit back out on the pole, but I've had no luck on the pole or the bomb anyway, so I might as well just sit here. So I foul look it. That's what just happened. That's the other match. We got half hour left. If I can catch a fish down the edge, maybe that'll make me happy for the day. Normally I wouldn't stay down this long down the edge at all. If you don't get a bite in a couple of minutes, you know, or a minute, just forget it. You know, they're not there, or there's not enough of them there, and you're going to sit for too long. And well, I had no bites out there. You know, I had that one fish on the bomb. That's it. Ashley's convinced they're not on the bottom at all. He's had some fish, but that's been down his edge. I think he's caught some F1s on dead maggots. I suspect that's what's happened, because he's had F1s and a bream. And I think he's had a carp, so I think he's had it on dead maggot down there. And if they don't want to go on the bottom and they want to be mid-water and, you know, in the top, I can't catch them here. I don't know what to do. If I can't feed pellets and get them to go down, I'm stuffed, which is why I guess Ashley is saying, you know, are you catching? Are you catching? Yeah, you're having loads of fish, Ashley. If you weigh in 40 pounds, you're in trouble. No, I've got 12. What have you got? Yeah, I reckon you got 40 pounds. There's been too many odd splashes coming from your peg. So a couple on the waggler. His waggler setup is completely different to mine, which is interesting. Really interesting setup that he's using. And he's had a few fish down. He's had some fish down his edge. Yeah. I remember fishing Syndicate Lake. Fishing on the other bank, buying a gallon of maggot and spraying maggot till the rod went round. Just catapult maggot, catapult. But you know, I've had 12 and he's had 40, so you know, you're on a tough day. You know, if you're on a tough day and tough side, you know, Ashley's made a 4. What could I do? I could refeed this edge with more bait, hopefully that more fish come in, go back out on that pole line. It's my only option. That's all I've got I could do. More bait down there, give it 5-10 minutes and come and have another look. All tricky. Anyway. It was nice to get out of the house today. And I'm going to go and see my mum afterwards. So, it's going to be nice. Probably I'm gonna go around my mum's house, and she's probably going to turn around to me and say, "Are you just here because it's your birthday next week?" Oh, was that a bite? Might have been a bite. Yeah, I reckon that's what she's going to say to me. Maybe I should video knocking on my mum's back door and see what she says. Do you come round because it's your birthday? My 50th, isn't I? I don't think that's unreasonable. Just in case you're watching, Mum. I think you ruined my... They don't want the pellets on the bomb line, do they? They really don't. I think he's right, they don't want to be on the bottom. It's just like, yeah, they're topping here. Then you'll see one out there and one out there. So I think that's sort of my thoughts about Syndicate at the moment, right? So they don't want to be on the bottom. And they shine away from the waggler. So that leaves you chucking a really small waggler, chucking that fish you can see, flicking a rig, or feeding and then turning a rig in the feed you've done. I just lost sight of the float. So yeah, that's what it sort of boils down to. If you've got an angler that's happy to turn a rig and mug them, then in the right place you're in for a few fish. Maybe they just don't want to go on the bottom during the day. I don't know. You know, what happens to those pellets? Are they not eating them at all? Are they just disintegrating? Or bream eating them later? I don't know. confusing at the moment. No good, Maurice. No good, unfortunately. Still sitting on 2 bites, 2 fish. So, no, that's not right. I've had fish. That's not carp. That's not carp. That's like an F1, that is. Or a roach. I had a fish on the bomb, £8, goodbye, tore the rod off, as you'd expect. I've had 1 fish on the pole line, I then stepped that up, fed some more, tried to encourage some more carp, but I may have had a bite or 2, but that's it. No more carp, no more fish. I had 1 bite where the float came up. I didn't know if it lifted my dropper or whether it just swam into the rig, but I struck it and I had it on for a little bit and then the hook pulled out, so I think I fouled at that fish. And I've come down this edge, there's been some indications. I've struck into a carp that foul hooked and then pinged off relatively quickly, and now I've just gone down here again. There's a bunch of bubbles coming up now, and there was a few I just had a couple of indications, but it's pulled it under and it's just pinged it straight off on the top kit, so it's not a big fish, because a big fish wouldn't do that. I think I've got maybe some F1s down here, and they can't work out what to deal with the double corn and the size 12 hook. I don't think these are carp down here currently. Maybe I'll be wrong in a second. The float's going to go under and we're going to see a load of black hydro, but I hope so. Maybe it's because I put my black hydro kit on and not my purple. The fish have decided I'm just being lazy. So I've struggled for the day, and I'm struggling on the lake. When I'm on this bank and I've got the wind in my face, and I've got this belief that the fish are not on the bottom, and it's tricky. I can't catch them on a waggler. I can't catch them on the bottom, so maybe next time I fish this lake and I draw this bank and we're in the wind, I'm just going to turn a rig over, shallow rig all day long. bomb's not working, so I don't know what else to do. Anyway, that's enough of that. It sounds nearly like moaning. Actually turned out to me, he's got £40, so you know, he's embarrassed me today. So I got a couple of indications, and then nothing. Makes me think it was it a carp I spooked. I don't know. I'm not going to change it down. I'm fishing for. Then again, look, dink dink. It's not a carp bite. I don't know what I call it. I think I foul at that. That's a carp, but I foul at it, I think. I'm going to try and get it in really quickly. If that's not foul hooked, I'm really surprised. It's just... It's as if it doesn't care what I'm doing at all. It's just staying on the bottom, and now it's gone. I'm going to go and mooch about. Come on. Come on, get in straight up. Come on. 8 minutes left. Like, if it's foul hooked, then it's got to be quick. And then after a little bit, I thought, no, I don't think it is foul hooked. And then I thought, I'm going to try and hold it in the peg as much as I can. And luckily, I've won the battle. Come on, look, another one. Well, you know, I could look at this. I could look at this slightly differently today, couldn't I? I could look at it as I fished the bomb, caught a fish on the bomb, fished the pole, caught a fish on the pole, fished the edge, caught a fish down the edge. There you go. I could look at it like that. Oh. There's a few bubbles coming up. I think that there may be a few fish, and they're going to annoyingly, they're going to come in, and they're going to come in, you know, late. And that was another bite then, or a liner. I'm going to say a liner because that makes me look better, doesn't it? I think that was a liner. Proper carp bite in here, it will just be like away and it will be gone, right? It's a little bit bouncy, which is why I wasn't sure that one was in the mouth. I don't know if that's because of the bottom, but I was sure it was relatively flat, so I wasn't expecting too many fins and stuff. I was expecting the fish to come in and grab it and that would be alright, but maybe there's a couple of rocks down there that I didn't find with the plummet. Which is annoying, so I came away from the edge so I could get a flatter bottom so I'd get cleaner bites, but you know, they're big fish, so you can expect a few fins every now and then. Come on, give me one proper bite. One more proper bite. Oh, come on. Come on. I've got about 3 minutes left. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Fished it for 5 hours and now my excitement level's through the roof for the last 3 minutes. There's bubbles coming up now. I think by the time they come up and the wind's, I don't know, but the bubbles are closer to the bank, but I've not fed there. Whether the toes pushed some more bait, you know, wafted some of that ground bait in, I don't know, but that was a clean bite. So that's nice of the fish, isn't it? They've come in and they've come in with, you know, 15 minutes to go. Which, you know, I guess if you come down here and you've had your one fish because you've come down the edge and fished it for 15 minutes, then, you know, I guess maybe they've lived up to their end of the bargain. I just wanted them to come in, you know, a bit earlier, but maybe they're right on cue. Fish on. Huh? Cruision. You're a lump, yeah. Get a picture with that one, I think. What's that? 15? Right, too little, too late. That's what we call this. Right, I need to be quick today because I've got to do the board, so I've got to pack up relatively quickly. So, wow, well they're here. They're coming my edge, but I can't knock them. They've lived up to their side of the bargain, but a little bit too late for me. Otherwise, that would have been £25 in the last 20 minutes. So I've had a reasonable, it's a frustrating day. There's been fish out in front. I've not been able to leave. The match is finished. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the last bit. It's a bit of a flare at the end, and I'll get a picture of that last fish. I'll get Ashley to take the picture just because he's been teasing me for the day. So anyway, look, I've got to go, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll get a picture with it. So that's it. Thanks for coming. I've got to stop thinking what I'm doing, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'll see you if you can join me Tuesday or Wednesday at Tunnel Barn Farm for a practice. Failing that, I'll see you at the Daiwa Pole Masters. Practice matches next Sunday, and then the 3 days festival 3 days after that, and I hope you can join, and I hope I can stream some